romance writer, and this is Romance in the Media. Dun, 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 dun. If you're looking for something romantic, spicy, and magical to read, then my spicy romance urban fantasy novel, Games of the Gods, Starspark, is the title. It is the first book in a 7-book series. It is now available in paperback and ebook. You can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Apple Books, and Kobo. I will post links in the description below if you are interested. I mean, it's got gods, monsters, swords, evil plots, and lots of steam. Ha! It'll probably even melt the page, or catch the page on fire. How crazy is that? Excellent! If you are interested, check out the links below. As you came across my channel here, you will notice it's kind of simple. You know, no fancy graphics or artwork, no like pop-ups or green screens or however else you guys are all doing for your videos these days. Yeah, there's none of that. I have made some pretty crazy faces in the past videos, mostly because I have cats. I've got 3 of them. They are as unpredictable as I am. They can even probably jump up on the table in the whole middle of all of this. And since I don't know how to edit anything, because I don't know how to edit anything, I don't think I even have the software to do any of that, my faces will appear. They will grace my face when the cats are doing something they're not supposed to be doing or getting into something. Yeah, since I don't know how to add any of the graphics or anything, so sorry about that. It's just me, raw and unfiltered, sitting here talking about stuff. I talk about stuff. Stuff is cool. And of course, my handy dandy notes are here at my side because I don't know how to memorize lines. I'm terrible at that. So, if you want to follow me on any additional social media platforms, I will also post links in the description below of the various social media platforms I am part of. So now, here is a question for you. When you watch your favorite movies and shows, what is something that makes the scene much more powerful? If you were thinking music, you would be right. Music. La 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 la. No one really wants me to sing. Not unless you got headphones on, you can tune me out. As a writer, music inspires me in writing the most romantic scenes, drama, and the most tragic of breakup scenes. And where would my, epic battle scenes be without all those pounding drums in the background? Same with watching your favorite movies and shows. What would happen if there was no music to elevate the scene? It's something to think about. And to test music's magical ability, watch a battle scene with the volume turned down, and then watch it with the volume turned up, and just see how much more invested you got into the battle, how much more invested you got into that romance between Mr. Dude and Lady Desire. Just see how much more it affected you. Music, I believe, is a key element to anything in life. Yes, I believe that, and it can either make or break scenes depending on where it's played. Sometimes the music is bad, sometimes the music is okay, sometimes the music's good, sometimes it is just perfect to elevate that scene and make it that much more memorable. Music is great. Yeah, I'm a lover of older music. As a teen, growing up in the 90s, it hit me that the 90s was more than 20 years ago. At least more than 20 years ago. Yikes, what the F, man? What happened? How is the music that I grew up on considered oldies? It just is. It's considered oldies now. Boy bands, like the New Kids on the Block. God, I still think that they just came out. It feels like they had just come out, but no, it's been a while ago. Or Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. They're all considered oldies. I think I better grab some ibuprofen for my back. I might be having a pain or something from feeling so ancient right about now. Man, the 90s you don't think was a long time ago when you lived as a teen in the 90s, but it is. It was a long time ago. When I think of oldies, I think of 50s, 60s, and 70s. And the most memorable songs for me appeared on the radio scene in the 60s and 70s and even into the 80s. Yes, some of the best artists that they have inspired me in my writing, in my scenes. I have a lot of it stored on my computer. And I'm talking about artists like, Elton John, for instance, or Queen, or Andy Williams even. Tom Jones, just to name a few of these artists that I have tons of music from. They have very strong, powerful voices singing about love and loss, and it always gets to my heart. I feel it, and some of my greatest scenes come out because I've been listening to a powerfully emotional song. Good stuff. Classic rock artists like the Eagles, Journey, Foreigner, who tell stories. They tell stories about adventure, life, love, romance, fun stuff. They take you on wild rides. And I have all of their music, as well as many other of the artists of, classic rock style artists from a long time ago. Some of the best songs came out. For me, I think the Eagles is probably one of the greatest bands ever, along with Journey also. REO Speedwagon even. My gosh. People don't write music like that anymore. Or if they do, please point me in the direction of these artists. I'd really, really like to hear them. You see, I'm also a listener of music from other countries. I say a lot. I'm sorry. I watch anime and have been since the 80s. It's been a long lifetime of collecting tons of original soundtracks, and for many an anime series and Japanese movies that I loved growing up. Getting imports back in the 90s and the early 2000s was hard, man. Not only did they cost a fortune when you could get them, if you could get them. They weren't always available here in the US. So you had to depend on some dude named Randy meeting in some clandestine fashion in the back alley somewhere where you would purchase from a bootleg from him. And he was charging you way more than you should have paid for that. But hey, there was no other way to get these things other than to do stuff like that. And those of you who remember LimeWire, Kazaa, and Napster, yeah, those were the days, right? It is so much easier nowadays with the whole interwebs thing to get your favorite foreign soundtracks and where OSTs from your favorite foreign series are readily available and legal and acceptable and legal to purchase. So much easier. It is so much easier to get it now than it was then. Music, they tell stories. I like listening to the tales. So Korean dramas and movies are a huge obsession of mine. And music from the shows and the series that I listen to, man, I have gathered so many OSTs from all the shows that I've consumed. Now, I haven't been watching Korean dramas as long as I have anime, but I mean, I've been watching it for a long time. So probably at least, I would say, a good 15 years. Yeah, when it was becoming available here in the US to actually watch them with subtitles. because you don't really want to hear the dubbed English versions. Dubbed English versions of a lot of Asian shows are not all that great. They don't really give you a lot of effort when, you know, doing it. I mean, they could have hired better voice actors, I guess, but they just don't really care. They just, hey, it's English, let's just spit it out. So I much prefer to watch them in the original Korean with the subtitles. I feel it's just, it feels better, and I like hearing their own voices. Their voices are better than what we pick for them to sound like. I don't know where I would be without music in my life. It's like my love of Disney. I just need it to survive. What music do you like listening to? If you have any suggestions of who I should listen to, let me know. I'm willing to listen to anything. I like all music from all the countries, everywhere. You see, I've recently been getting into Bollywood movies. I should have been getting into these movies a lifetime ago because they are so epic and awesome. It's like, who doesn't? I love anything that breaks out into musical song and dance numbers throughout the movie. That is fun. That is my jam, man. It is. I just love them so much, and I feel like I've missed out on a lot doing. You know, I could have been, you know, dancing along with these, you know, Bollywood movies, and I've missed out on a whole lifetime of fun. But I'm getting into it now, so that's great. That's excellent. But I'm always up. So yeah, always up for new songs. Shout out your favorite ones. Let me know. Comment below. We'll talk about it. It'll be great. I'm always up for listening to some good tunes you know, that go along with my taco feasting, writing, and reading. Music, I do believe, is the one thing that can unite many people. You can unite one and all, honestly. I truly believe that. Music inspires and it creates emotions that you didn't even realize you might have had. You know, it makes you happy, it can make you sad, makes you cry, makes you think, makes you question, it fills you with all the emotions in the world. Yeah, so, and also, it gets stuck in your head, the songs you don't really like, but hey, I'd rather have the songs I don't like stuck in my head than not have music in my life at all. So that's all I've got for you today, my dudes, my friends. If you want to be alerted every time I post a video and post new videos on Sundays, ring the bell and subscribe to my simple channel. Come on, take a chance. It'll be fun. At least I can waste some of your time if you're just relaxing on a nice, you know, a Sunday afternoon with nothing to do and you want some time to kill. It'll be fun. And you know what else we could do while we're laying around and chilling with soothing music in the background? We can pick up a novel. Read something. It'll be fun. You know exactly what time it is? It's time to read, man. Time to read. Yeah. Good times.